Hello, everyone, and welcome to our first lesson of the Essential Grammar in Use for Beginners course. This will be the first lesson for this summer, and I would just like to tell you, if you'd like to practice on your own, we would recommend that you guys buy the Essential Grammar in Use book. So if you miss a day or you just like to have some practice by yourselves, you can do so. So for today, we are going to be starting off with lesson 1, am, is, and are. All right. So before we begin, I would just like to introduce myself. Hello, my name is Yousuf Algarhy. I'm from Cairo, Egypt, but I live and study in the United States of America. I will be your teacher for this course. So let's go ahead and get started. So here we have a woman. Her name is Lisa. All right. So this is a bunch of facts about Lisa. And each of these sentences use either am, is, or are. And sometimes they use it more than once. All right. So first we have I'm 22. Okay. So I'm is I am together. So that's why there is no like am, is, or are, because I'm is I and am together. So it still uses am. Then we have my favorite color is blue. So there's is in the sentence. My favorite sports are football and swimming. So there's are. I'm interested in art. There again, we have I and am, and together they make I'm. So I'm interested in art. It uses am. I'm not interested in politics. My father is a doctor, and my mother is a journalist. All right, so here it uses is 2 times. I'm a student. I'm American. I'm from Chicago. And then it just says, my name is Lisa. All right, so there are different ways to use am, is, and are. There are positive ways, which means, like, for example, if you're saying yes, that would be a positive way. Like, yes, I am going to do this. That's positive. But negative would be if you're saying that you're not going to do something, or you don't have something, or you're just saying no in general. So here we have I am. And as I said, combined, I am is I'm. Then we have he is, which combines to he's. She is, which combines to she's. It is, which combines to its. All right. Then we have we are, which combines to we're. You are, which combines to your. And they are, which combines to their. Okay. So these are just like short forms. You can combine certain words together to make a shorter word, which all you have to do is put an apostrophe between the two to combine them. So I am, you take out the A, you put in an apostrophe, you have I'm, and so on. Then negative, it's the same thing with the combining. So like I am still turns into I'm, except this time you're adding a not to the end. So the difference is, you're saying like no to something. Instead of saying, yeah, I'm going to do this, you're saying, no, I'm not going to do this. So he is not combines to he's not, or he isn't. Okay, it really depends on the sentence. It really depends on what, so to find out which one you're going to use, either he's not or he isn't. She is not turns into she's not or she isn't. It is not turns into it's not or it isn't. All right. Then we have we are not, which turns into we're not or we aren't. You are not, which turns into you're not or you aren't. And they are not, which turns into they're not or they aren't. So I would like to ask the participants, if you guys, we're starting off with the positives here, could you guys write a sentence with any of these short form words, like I'm, he's, she's, it's, we're, you're, there? Could you write a sentence in the chat just to make sure that everything is understood? Anyone have any examples? I am a student. I am happy. She's clever. All right. Those are all good. Good job. Anything else? I'm hungry, but I am not thirsty. Good. Okay. Anyone else have anything? She's my sister. All right. Those are all good. Good. She is very happy. Nice. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing, except this time, let's try to use the negatives. So instead of I am or I'm, you'd say I am not or I'm not. Does anyone have any examples of that? I am not sad. Good. I am not hungry. I'm tired. Well, I'm tired would be positive, but that still works. He is not good. He isn't my brother. Okay. All right, good. So those are good ways to use the negative forms. All right. So for each of these, I'm going to read them and then I'm going to ask you if it's positive or negative. Okay. So the first one, I'm cold. Can you close the window, please? Is that positive or negative? Positive. Good. All right. Next one. I'm 32 years old. My sister is 29. Is that positive or negative? Positive. Good. Steve is ill. He's in bed. Is that positive or negative? Positive. Good. My brother is scared of dogs. Positive or negative? Positive. Okay. It's 10 o'clock. You're late again. Is that positive or negative? Also positive. Okay. Seems like most of these are positive. Anne and I are good friends. Is that positive or negative? Positive. Okay, good. Your keys are on the table. Is that positive or negative? Positive. Yeah. Okay, so they were all positive. Now, the next one. I'm tired, but I'm not hungry. Which one's that? So this one is actually both. It has both a positive and a negative in it. Because you have I'm tired, which is positive, but then you have I'm not hungry, which is negative. So it has both. Next one. Lisa isn't interested in politics. She's interested in art. What about that one? This one also has a positive and a negative. Good. So which one is positive and which one is negative? Like which part of the sentence is positive and which part is negative? Do you guys know? Isn't is negative. Good. And she's is positive. So the first one is negative, the first part, and the second part is positive. All right, good. James isn't a teacher. He's a student. What about that one? That one's both. All right, good. And is the first part or the second part negative? The first part is negative. Good. James isn't a teacher. All right. Those people aren't English. They're Australian. So is that positive or negative? Or negative? That one's both. Good. And then which part is positive and which part is negative? All right, so the first part is negative. Those people aren't English. That is negative. Then the second part is positive. They're Australian. All right, then the last one. It's sunny today, but it isn't warm. Is that positive or negative or both? It is both. Good. And this time, which part is positive and which part is negative? The first part is positive. Good. It's sunny today. And the second part is negative, but it isn't warm. Good. Good. Okay. All right. Now we have three different ways to combine some words. So we have that is turns into that's. Okay. There is turns into theirs. And here is turns into here's. So what you can see is whenever we're combining, obviously you can't combine every word because some of them won't make sense. But there are words that you can combine. And when you do, you take the first word, you leave it normal. So you see there is still normal here. And then you take the second one and you take out the first letter. Okay. So now we have there and then an S. And then all you have to do at that point is you just put an apostrophe on top. So then you have, instead of there is, you have theirs. Okay. So that's, it shortens the word and it makes it easier to say, because sometimes whenever you're saying many words, it's harder to say them. So here we have a few examples with them. Thank you. That's very kind of you. So let me ask you, that's, if we separate that's, what two words is it? That is good. All right. Then number two, look, there's Chris. If we separate theirs, what two words is it? There is good. And the last one, here's your key. Thank you. If we separate here's, what two words is it? Here is. Good, good. All right. So here we have some exercises. Okay. So all we're doing is we're writing the short form of words in this first part. So she is turns into she's. All right. Now we have they are. So if we have they are, how do we write the short form? There. Good. So, and you'd write it They, then you put an apostrophe, RE. Okay. Number three, it is not. We turn that into it's not. All right. So that would be it, and then you put an apostrophe, and then you just put not. Sorry, my handwriting on the mouse isn't very good, so, but hopefully it's readable. Now we have that is. All right. That changes to that's. All right. I am not changes to I'm not. Okay. You are not changes to you're not. And that is spelled Y-O-U apostrophe R-E and then not. Okay. All right. Everyone good with that? Alrighty. Awesome. Okay. Now we have a different exercise. We're going to write am, is, or are in each of the sentences. Okay. So for number one, we have the weather is nice today. All right. So that one makes the most sense because you can't say the weather am nice today and you can't say the weather are nice today. So next one, I blank not rich. Good. I am not rich. Okay. Number three, this bag blank heavy. This bag is heavy. Good. Number four, these bags blank heavy. These bags are heavy. Good. Okay. Number 5. Look, there, blank Helen. This one would be there is Helen. All right, good. Number 6. My brother and I, blank good tennis players. Yep, that one would be are. Number 7. Emily, blank at home. Her children, blank at school. So Emily is at home and her children are at school. Number 8. I, blank a taxi driver. My sister, blank a nurse. So I am a taxi driver and my sister is a nurse. Okay, so let me ask you guys, do you guys know the difference between when you use is and when you use are? All right, good. So I'm assuming most of you would know, but I'm just going to say it for anybody who doesn't. So you use is whenever you're talking about a single person or a single thing, okay? And you use are whenever you're talking about multiple people or multiple things. So, for example, for number 7, Emily is at home. Emily is one person, okay? So we would use is because it is one person. Her children are at school. Her children are multiple people. We don't know how many, but it doesn't really matter. All we know is that it's multiple people. So if it's multiple people, we would use are, okay? So Emily is at home. Her children are at school. Because Emily is one person, we use is. Because her children are more than one people, we use are. Okay? So next we have sentences that we need to complete. Okay? So the first one is an example. It says, Steve is ill. He's in bed. Okay? The next one, I'm not hungry, but I'm thirsty. Good. All right. Number 3, Mr. Thomas is a very old man. Blank 98. He's 98. Good. All right. These chairs aren't beautiful, but blank comfortable. This one would be, but they're comfortable. So they, apostrophe R-E, because we're talking about multiple chairs. So, but they're comfortable. All right. The weather is nice today. Blank, warm, and sunny. Which one would that be? It's warm and sunny. Nice. Okay. 6, blank, late. No, I'm not. I'm early. So they're talking to a person. So this one would be, you're late. All right. And then it would say, no, I'm not. I'm early. So yeah, you could say you are, your, whichever one works. Okay. 7, Catherine isn't at home, blank at work. Okay. So this one would be, she's at work, because Catherine is a girl name. So Catherine isn't at home, she's at work. Okay. 8, blank your coat. Oh, thank you very much. What would we put for that first one? Here's good. All right. So here's your coat, and then thank you very much. All right, good. Then the last one. Here you would write sentences about yourself. Okay. So I'm not going to write these down because obviously not everyone's going to be the same. But first of all, we're going to start with names. So just write a sentence saying like, my name is, and then just your name. All right, my name is Abdurrahman Muhammad. Good. Okay. My name is Adam. My name is Malik Mustafa. My name is Malika. All right. Good, good. And then next, write a sentence for your age. So just how old you are. I'm 11 years old. Okay. My age is 10 years old. All right. 11, 10. 10. Good. Okay. All right. Awesome. Alrighty. So next we have from. So you write a sentence about where you are from. I'm from Cairo. Okay. All right. A lot of people from Cairo. I'm from Mansoura. All right. Fayoum. Okay. Giza. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Now write a sentence about the job that you want to have. Just like saying like, I want to be a, and then just put the job. Okay, I want to be a teacher. I want to be a police officer. I want to be a nurse. I want to be a doctor. Okay, astronaut, engineer, programmer. All right, awesome, awesome. Okay, now favorite color or colors. You can have more than one if you want. What about those? All right, so my favorite color is black, blue, green, pink. All righty. And then number 6, things that you're interested in. All right. So what are you interested in? I'm interested in arts. I'm interested in watching South Park, football, playing games. I'm interested in science. I'm interested in music, art. Okay. All right. Awesome. Awesome. All righty. So let's go ahead and move on. So here we have 6 different scenarios. Okay. So and then we have 6 different words. So we have angry, cold, hot, hungry, scared, and thirsty. Okay. So we're going to, for each picture, we will match it with the word that makes sense. Okay. So for number 1, for example, they have, she's thirsty. Okay. Because, she's thinking about water. It looks sunny outside. And then they crossed out thirsty up here and they wrote a sentence saying she's thirsty. Okay. So 2, they blank. Which word would we use? Would use cold. Good. So then we'd put they're cold. All right. Or they are, whichever one works for you. Personally, I like to use their, but since they already have they here, we'd probably just put they are cold. Now there and they both work. Okay. So, but for this one, we'll put they are. We'll cross it out. Okay. 3, he blank. He is hot. All right, good. Obviously it's sunny, in the picture. So he looks very hot. So that's what we will put. Number 4. What do we put for number 4? He's scared. Okay, good. For this one, it doesn't give us a word in the beginning, so we can write it however we want. All right, so he's scared. Okay, number 5. They're hungry. Good. And the last one, she's angry. All right. There you go. Okay. All right. So here we have different words. Okay. So we have it's hot today. It's windy today. We're going to write sentences using those. Okay. So they can be positive or negative. All right. So it doesn't matter which one it is. So for the first one, it's windy today. How could we make a sentence with that? It isn't windy today. All right, good. Number 3, my hands cold. What about that one? My hands are cold. Or my hands aren't cold. So either one works. All right. Number 4, Brazil, a very big country. What about that one? Brazil is a very big country. Good. Number 5, diamonds cheap. What about that one? Diamonds aren't cheap. Good. Okay. And number 6, Toronto in the US. And I just want to let you know that Toronto is in Canada. Okay. So this one has to be negative. Toronto isn't in the US. Good. All right. So this one, we're going to write more sentences, positive or negative, but this time we only are given one word. Okay. So this one can be more about your opinion, since it's kind of like, are you tired? Are you hungry? Things like that. So hungry, how do you want to write that one? It could either be I am hungry or I am not hungry. Good, good. All right. A good swimmer. I am a good swimmer, or I'm a good swimmer. Good. Okay. And then number 10, interested in football. What about that one? I am interested. Good. So I'm interested in football, or I'm not interested in football. Alrighty. Okay. So now we have am, is, or are, but it's more of a question form. Okay. So here, instead of just making a statement, you're asking a question. All right. So for the positive form, we have I am, he is, she is, it is, we are, you are, or they are. Okay. Then for question form, we have am I, is he, is she, is it, are we, are you, are they. Okay. So here we have some dialogue that we can read. So what's your name? David. Are you married? No, I'm not. How old are you? 25. Are you a student? Yes, I am. All right. So for this one, we can't really combine as much in the actual question. Okay. So for example, the question like, am I late? You can't combine am and I. All right. Because then it'd be like, I'm late, but it makes it like weirder to say. You can't really do that. So it would be, am I late? Okay. But whenever it says, no, you're on time, it would mean that it's positive instead of a question. So no, you're on time. You can combine. Okay. Is your mother at home? No, she's out. All right. Are your parents at home? No, they're out. All right. So see again, no, she's out, and then no, they're out. It's because one of them is talking about one person, which would be the mother, and the other one is talking about multiple people, which is both parents. Is it cold in your room? Yes, a little. And then your shoes are nice. Are they new? Okay. So we would say, is she at home, or is your mother at home, and not say, is at home your mother, because, that just sounds wrong. And then we have, are they new, or are your shoes new, and not, are new your shoes. Okay. So you want to ask a question, you'd want to say like, are your shoes new, instead of saying, are new your shoes, because that can cause a mix-up. So next, where, what, who, how, and why. So these are all different ways to start off a question. Okay. You could say, where is your mother? All right. And then it keeps going. It says, is she at home? Or you could say, where are you from? And then Canada would be the answer for this person. What color is your car? And the answer for this would be, it's red. How old is Joe? And I would say he's 24. How are your parents? Are they well? And then these shoes are nice. How much are they? So see, it switches up a little bit now. So instead of having the question in the beginning, it has a statement in the beginning. Okay. And then it says, this hotel isn't very good. Why is it so expensive? Okay. So you can combine some words in a question. For example, what's is what is, whose is who is, how's is how is, where's is where is. Okay. So what's the time? What would that word be when it's separated? What two words is it? When we're talking about what's here. So what two words is it? It would be the first one. So the first one is what is. Okay. And then we have where's Lucy. Okay, so we have the word where's. If we separate that word, what two words would it be? Where is Lucy? Okay, good. All right, now we have who's that man? We have whose. If we separate that, what two words is it? Who is that man? Good. All right. And then we have how's your father? If we separate that, what two words is it? How is your father? Okay, good. Good. All right. So we talked about the questions. Now we have short answers. Okay. So these are ways you can answer some of the questions. Okay. So we have yes, I am. Okay. Yes, he is. Yes, she is. Yes, it is. So obviously, yes, I am, you're talking about yourself. And yes, he is, she is, it is, you're talking about someone else. And then yes, we are. We are would be specifically, you're talking about you and someone else. You are, you're talking about the person that you're talking to. And they are, you're talking about a group of other people. Okay. So that's positive. Negative would be no, I'm not. No, he's not. No, she's not. No, it's not. And then no, we're not. No, you're not. And no, they're not. So it's good to understand that you can only combine in a short answer whenever it's negative. Okay. Because in a positive sentence, you can't say yes, I'm. like just by itself. Yes, I'm. You can't say that. You have to say, yes, I am. But in a negative sentence, you can say, no, I'm not. Okay, because there's always that not in the end. Okay. So we also have the isn't instead of not. So no, he isn't. No, she isn't. No, it isn't. In this one, you would not combine. Okay, whenever you're using isn't, you do not want to combine the words. And then we have no, we aren't, no, you aren't, and no, they aren't. So isn't and aren't are similar because in both of those, you don't combine. Okay, so are you tired? Yes, I am. So is yes, I am positive or negative? Positive, good. Are you hungry? No, I'm not, but I'm thirsty. No, I'm not. Is that positive or negative? All right, good. That's negative. Is your friend English? Yes, he is. So is yes, he is positive or negative? Positive, good. Are these your keys? Yes, they are. So is yes, they are positive or negative? Positive, good. And the last one, that's my seat. No, it isn't. Is that positive or negative? It's negative. Good, good. All right. Now we have exercises. So here, what we want to do is we want to match. Okay. So we read the first sentence. Where's the camera? And then we match it with whichever one it goes with. This one would be G, because that's the example they give us. So where's the camera? In your bag. Okay. So number 2, is your car blue? Which letter would we match it with? F, good. Is your car blue? No, it's black. All right. So let's write an F here. Okay. Number 3, is Kate from London? Which one would we match it with? H. All right, good. Is Kate from London? No, she's American. All right, next. Am I late? Which one would we match that with? C. Am I late? Yes, you are. Okay. Number 5. Where's Amy from? That one would go with A. Good. London. Where's Amy from? London. Okay. Number 6. What color is your bag? That one would be E. What color is your bag? It is black. Okay. Number 7. Are you hungry? That one would be B. Are you hungry? No, I'm not. Okay. Number 8. How is George? I. How is George? Very well. Okay. And then the last one, number 9. Who's that woman? That one would be D. Good. Who's that woman? My sister. Okay, good. So for this one, all we're doing is we're making sentences. Okay. We take these words and we make a sentence out of them. So the first 2 examples, is your mother at home? Okay. We take is at home your mother, we change it, and it makes is your mother at home. All right. Number 2, your parents are well. We take those, we change it. Are your parents well? All right. Number 3, interesting is your job. We change that and it would be is your job interesting? Good. All right. Number 4, the shops are open today. What would that one be? That one would be, are the shops open today? All right. Number 5, from where you are. That one would be, where are you from? Good. Number 6, interested in sports you are. So how would we change that? Are you interested in sports? Good. Is near here the station? Number 7, where would that one be? Or how would we change that one? Is the station near here? Good. And then number 8, at school are your children. How do we do that? This one would be, are your children at school? All right. And the last one, you are late. Why? That would be, why are you late? Good. All right. And this should be the last thing for today. Here we're going to complete the questions. All right. So we're going to use what, who, where, and how. Okay. So number 2, blank the bus stop. What could we do for that one? It's asking a question. Where is the bus stop? Good. Then it says at the end of the street. Number 3, your children. It says blank your children. And remember, okay, so for this one, you can add multiple words. So you see the answer is 5, 6, and 10. All right. So it's telling you ages. So what question would you ask to know the ages of someone? This one would be, how old are your children? Okay, good. All right. Number 4, blank these oranges. It's asking for a price, by the way. How much are these oranges? Good. Number 5, your favorite sport. What is your favorite sport? Good. Number 6, blank the man in this photo. It's asking about someone in a picture. So who is the man in your photo? Good. And number 7, blank your new shoes. What color are your new shoes? Good. Okay. And then it says black. All right. So now we're going to write the questions. Okay. So the first one, we're told to write a question to ask him his name. Okay. So they wrote, what's your name? Okay. And then Paul says Paul. And then now we have to write a sentence to ask him if he's American. So what would we say about that? Are you American? Good. Now about his age, how old? What would we do for that? How old are you? Good. Now we want to ask him if he's a teacher. How do we ask him that? Are you a teacher? Good. Now we want to ask him if he's married. How do we ask him that? Are you married? Good. Now we want to ask him if his wife is a lawyer, because he is a lawyer. So we want to know if his wife is a lawyer. How do we ask him that one? Is your wife a lawyer? Good. Then number 7, it says from. We want to know where his wife is from this time. So what would we ask? Where is she from? Or where is your wife from? Okay, and then he says, she's Italian. Okay, then we want to ask for her name. So what do we say? What is her name? Good. And then he says, Anna. And the last one, we want to ask how old she is. So what would we say for that one? How old is she? And then he says, she's 27. All right, good, good. So here we're just going to write normal short answers. Okay, so you can say, yes, I am. No, I'm not. No, he isn't. Anything like that. Okay. So number 2, are you thirsty? No, I'm not. Okay, good. Is it cold today? Yes, it is. Good. All right. Are your hands cold? No, they aren't. Good. Is it dark now? Yes, it is. Okay. And the last one, are you a teacher? Yes, I am. Okay. All right. All righty. So that will be all for today. So thank you all for attending. I enjoyed having all of your feedback. Before we end off, I would like to remind you to submit the homework for today's lesson. In the future, all homeworks will be in video descriptions or will be sent out. So don't forget to do that. And thank you. Just have a great day or night.